Hello students, how are you? Hope you are fine. In the earlier video, we have seen the information about the characters of the lesson and astrologer's day. Today we are going to learn its summary in brief. Okay? So you will understand it better. Okay, now do you remember that we talked about the three characters of the lesson? Do you remember the names of those characters? Yes. The first one is the astrologer, the second one is Guru Nayak, and the third character is astrologer's wife. Yes, you guessed it correct. Okay, now let's see the information about the writer of this lesson again in short. The short story An Astrologer's Day by R.K. Narayan follows a man posing as an astrologer meeting the man he once tried to kill. Originally published in Hindi, the piece, along with 29 other short stories by Narayan, was first published in English in 1947. The short story contains strong themes that are apparent through Narayan's creative work, including deception, revenge, and ironies of life. An Astrologer's Day combines suspense, realism, and thriller genres. The third person omniscient narrator begin by describing a day in the life of an astrologer as opposed to astrologers who are scientists by training and study the physical properties of the universe. Astrologers follow the pseudoscience of predicting the future based on the speculative motions of stars, moons, and other planets. The astrologer lays out of all these professional equipments, including ancient Syrian writing and enigmatic cloth charts. Many people mistake the piercing glare of his eyes for intelligence and rare ability to tell the future. But really, he is just really good at looking for gullible customers. He also uses makeup and a turban on his head to make himself appear more mystical and thus a quality source for prophecies. No one can reliably recognize him. The picture which is provided in our textbook describes us the information which we learned now. Observe the picture carefully. You will be able to see the astrologer there having disguised quite good. The astrologer sells prophecies in a busy market with low quality facilities. The dingy lights, often powered by gas, cast a mysterious quality on the astrologer. The narrator notes that the astrologer can't really tell the future, but he is good at reading people and telling them whatever it is they want to hear. In fact, it only takes him 5 minutes to deduce if the individual is having issues with love or money. He knows there are certain vague statements that will stroke the ego of any individual. Is there any female who dislikes you? You are not being justly rewarded for your work. People find you intimidating, though you are kind on the inside. These are all statements which are applicable actually to most of the people, so he practiced it very well. As this is a service, the narrator casts no judgment on the astrologer for what he does for a living. The narrator gives the backstory of young astrologer. He left his small village because he did not want to be an overworked farmer like all of his male ancestors. It is also hinted that he is running away from one of the misdeeds to escape his fate. He travels by foot to a city more than 200 miles away. One day, the astrologer starts to pack up at the end of the day because the neighboring nuts stand has turned off the green light for the day. The green light was a vital part of his act. Before he leaves, a stranger accosts him, saying that he is not a real astrologer. The astrologer says he only charges pennies per question. The man pulls out the equivalent amount of $1 and says he has some questions for the astrologer. If he answers correctly, he can keep the dollar. The astrologer bargains for a higher price and the duel begins. The stranger smokes while the astrologer begins his process. The stranger is clearly aggressive and rude. The astrologer figures it has been a long day and the challenge is not worth the money. He tells the stranger to come back another time, but the stranger physically restrains him and tells the astrologer to answer yes or no. Should the stranger continue with his current quest? The astrologer insists on a few incantations and thinks about the man's situation. He then asks if the man has ever been left for dead. He has. The astrologer asks if it was a knife. The stranger, with increasing amazement, reveals a scar left on his chest by a blade. The astrologer then says that the man was left for dead after being pushed into a well. This turns out to be true. The stranger, amazed, asks when he should get his revenge on the person who assaulted him. The astrologer then calls his name Guru Nayak and says that the man he seeks vengeance against died 4 months ago. Nayak is amazed. There is no way the astrologer could have known his name. The astrologer replies simply that he knows many things about him. The astrologer wants Nayak to never journey south of this village. Yes, if he does so, he will surely be killed. But if he goes home, which is 48 hours train ride north, then Nayak can live well into old age. Nayak says that that will not be a problem. He only journeyed south to murder this individual. The only thing he regrets that he could not have made the man's death more gruesome. Fortunately, the astrologer says that the man was crushed under a bus. It was, in fact, a terrifying death. Nayak is pleased by this news. The astrologer picks his name, find his name, many things about this person, about this stranger. After this event, the astrologer packed everything and he starts heading for the home. On that day, he was late and his wife was angry at his tardiness. But then the astrologer hands her the large bag of coins that he procured from Nayak. She is thrilled by the good fortune. After a nice dinner, the astrologer confesses to his wife that long ago, when he was a teenager, he was one who pushed Nayak down the well and left him to die. The two had been gambling and drinking. They got into a huge fight at the end, and in a fit of rage, the astrologer stuck a knife into Nayak and threw him down a well. But now that he knows Nayak did not die, the astrologer feels that he can sleep a light heart now. So, in this way, when the lesson starts, the curiosity which is start in every reader's mind ends having a good note at the end of the lesson. So, in this way, today we have learned the summary of the lesson. Do read lesson once. We will meet again in another video with new information about the lesson. So, enough for today. Good day.